first 3 seasons in East Lansing have been the best start to a tenure in program history. His 4th has been an incredible start at Munn Ice Arena last March in a double overtime thriller. Here's Daniel Russell and an early save made by Christopher Eberle, tested in net for Ohio State. Porter Martone rockets the puck into the netting, and even though this year has not been quite up, Broughton Sabo calling for the puck at the blue line, but Caron stick handles and loses it in the slot. Thompson whacks it into the slot, looking for forecheck by this line that includes Jake Rozzi, the sophomore, who's on the ice for Steve Rollick for the first time since January 31st. He plays the puck now.
Senior, but came to school a year early, was a 17-year-old freshman in Madison.
Gavin O'Connell moves it onto the wing. Owen West, a shot that's snapped in by the glove of Eberle. On the ice right now for Michigan State. Ohio State with the takeaway at neutral ice. Caron, a shot that's knocked away by Augustine. First shot on goal of the game for Ohio State. Now Carabella trying to fence. Buckeyes quickly dig it out. Rozzi with a pass to McGinley. Stops on a dime, lets it fly. Rebound played off the end wall by Matt Basgall, the Michigan State. McGinley wins the puck at neutral ice, and Isley throws it into the corner for Gordon with some snow on the back of his pants, in tight. Rebound, Augustine shuts down the post. The rebound opportunity for James Hong. And a bit of extracurricular activity involving that guy playing in his 100th game, Ryan Gordon.
Unbelievable save you're going to see by Augustine right here. Hong's going to pull to his backhand, and Augustine continues to push outward and laterally. He just goes laterally. Hong can sneak this around him. He maintains an ability to stay above the goal crease, which makes it.
And a collision, Crocker able to tip the puck in ahead of Geary, the defenseman. Now a chance high slot. Smith buries one on Augustine. Davis Burnside passed it up high.
I liked it. The one difference, I would have liked him to attack afterward, but I want to show you here. Matt
Basgall quarterbacks this top power play. Porter Martone shoots off the side of the net. It hit the post, and Ohio State with the clear.
I think Christopher Eberle is going to use all 6'4" of his frame on this very dynamic power play. Charlie Stramel will be out front, top of the goal crease.
It's a power play that has been a
since for the Buckeyes.
Ingles off the draw. Score! 5-hole on Trey Augustine, and Ohio State grabs a 1-0 lead.
Terrific poise by the Buckeyes defender. Watch off this face-off. Terrific win. Stutter step before he releases that, and I think that's what does 2 things. Allows the lane to open up, and I bet you Augustine at the last moment starts to shimmy to his left. No caroms off the glove. I thought it was through the 5-hole for sure.
So did I.
A
Deckut on the puck for Ohio State. Oh! Deckut, a give and go. Thompson high slot, and it glides off the stick of Caron. Sabo just above the logo. Carabell backdoor, a seam pass for Caron, who plays all over the ice on this power play. Caron down to the goal line. Burnside in tight. Thompson got in the way. Caron to the point. Sabo, Carabell. Burnside back to Carabell. Carabell down low. Thompson. Burnside with a cleanup try. And a goal for Ohio State. Carabell. A rebound try. Carabella, excuse me. And it's 2-0 Ohio State.
What a great power play. Puck moving. They had interchanging along the top of this top umbrella. And Davis Burnside, a guy who's paid the price. Game in, game out. Right on top of that goal crease for his 10th of the season. Riley Thompson there, a la Peter Forsberg, with the turn and drag off of that goal line.
Romani has it now for Michigan State. Romani with O'Connell just on the doorstep. Puck taken. Rozzi hangs onto the puck at center ice. dropped off, and a big drive by Strachey, and Ohio State scores again. Incredible, a 3-0 lead for Ohio State. This time it's Montez.
Well, it doesn't take much when you can turn the puck over and you can play on a short rink. A error right there by Spartan. Look at the Buckeyes transition. They drag the defense back, hammer a slap shot in, and we talked about Max Montez, his fearless nature. He is fast, and he goes to this net and just...
Here has the puck for Ohio State. Ryan Gordon, sauce pass off the wall. Here's Strachey in tight, and what a save by Augustine with the glove. Whoa, puck at neutral ice. Jarecki, however, for Michigan State with the sweep in. Broughton Sabo left the puck in the circle, and the zone held by Basgall of Michigan State. Save made by Eberle on that shot that got all the way through.
Well, and Jarecki right on top of that goal crease, making it difficult for Christopher Eberle there. Nice job by Nazi 30-plus shots. They were outshot in that game by the Fighting Irish.
Chance in for Riley Thompson. Rebound played by Michigan play. 5 seconds to go in the opening period. Burnside, the captain, plays it back to Abel, and Martone with a hit at the horn. No penalty, but Martone trying to wake Michigan State up a little bit after a 3-goal first period for Ohio State.
Well, part of Martone got a penalty early in this period. Nightingale quick to that locker room to try to figure out what he...
State this season, just the second 3-goal deficit they faced.
It's a good problem, but it's a problem, especially heading into the playoffs. I mean, you're going to have some...
Wheels around with some open ice. Montez threads one to Davis. Burnside shot into the glove of Trey Augustine. The Buckeyes right back to work, less than a minute into the period.
Great speed. Your energy to go fetch it, go find it, go battle for it. You already have it.
Gordon cut inside around Michigan State. 20 minutes. He got pulled after the first period. He survives. Here's Strachey now. Shot wide, blocker side on Augustine. What did you want to see there, Ben?
Well, that's just one. He cannot afford to miss the net. There's such a glorious opportunity.
And Thomas Wise with it for Ohio State. Shot from the point behind the net. That was from, I beg your pardon, Williams. Partially deflected. Porter Martone below the goal line for Stramel. Martone and now Stramel through the back door. Riker Lee plays to 2026. 34% on the man advantage. Martone rips one, and Eberle the stop.
I like the addition of Riker.
Second power play unit on the ice right now. Romani, shot deflected behind the net. Nielsen tries to
potentially not get the exit.
Nielsen over the line. Nielsen shoots, save, Eberle, rebound, still loose behind the net now. And West can't hold the zone for Michigan State.
I think Nielsen was just surprised as he, went over the line at a pedestrian rate that things opened up.
Here's West. Tries to send Nielsen a one-timer. West a one-timer instead behind the net. Nielsen behind Eberle, around to Romani. Up top, West. Nielsen a drive, rebound loose in the crease. Van Sagi whacking at it. No whistle. And finally, the play blown dead, but much to the chagrin of the Munn fans as you saw the puck squirt into the corner.
Romani pulled that out and shot it off one of the Ohio State.
Go on Michigan State's power play. They've had chances on the man advantage here. Sturback, high slot, shoots into traffic. And a deflected puck whistled down.
6 shots on that power play for Michigan State. What I like about this play, Sturback has the patience and allows the player coming out to move past his lane. Then he...
Jarecki, one hand on his stick.
This line's been the best line for Michigan State. They've had the most zone time. They've had the most puck hunger by
below the goal line. Up to the line, Geary. Romani for Sturback. Geary flicks the wrist. Van Sagi looking for a rebound. It's not there. Eberle assist on the Jake Carabella goal. 3 goals in 3 minutes and 29 seconds for Ohio State in the first period. Looking for more here in the second. Spartans control. Sturback wipes out. Wise, chance for Ohio State. Save Augustine, and he flops on top of the puck and goes stiff as a board with the puck right underneath him in the blue paint.
Great speed there by the Buckeyes, putting the defense of Michigan State under duress. Just dogged determination here by Wise, and that tips Sturback. I thought he was going to...
Lost his first one, wins that one. Sturback guides the puck in the direction of Romani. Deca tries to whip it back through center, but here's Baker with the takeaway, the shot, and the save by Eberle. And behind Eberle, like a bowling ball.
Numbers in the net.
Numbers in the net. It was like a watching.
And here's that line with Ministo, Shouty, and Jarecki that has been so good.
They win.
Zone time.
Sorry, Ben, they won. Lets it slide to the line. Karan out wide. Dumped down for Burnside. Carabella moves to the middle and throws it into the glove of Augustine.
Nice zone entry and then some zone time. I would like it if Jake Carabella would have the puck a bit more on.
Picks up 2 points out of a possible 3. And they trail Michigan State by 5. Penn State still alive in the Big Ten title race. And all eyes now shift to East Lansing, especially fans of both Michigan and Penn State, to see how the standings will look going into Saturday's action. A goal for Ohio State. On the power play, it's 4-0. Max Montez with his second of the game.
Well, the value of speed on display right here. Max Montez joins on the power play. That's 2 players, and that's 3. He's by, add the goalie, that is 4. Great job by Max Montez moving through traffic here. Gordon is being taken out by Geary, and another goal by Augustine that is just...
State bench. Barnhill collects, ridden into the wall by Hong. Now a shot saved by Augustine. Isley plays the puck into the corner. Russell, make that Martone. Martone through the crease, looking for either Stramel or Russell. Michigan State's O'Connell to shut down that rush for Ohio State. The puck was moving on Isley as well. Romani looking for a chance, but Sabo wins the puck in his D zone. James Hong for Isley. Collides with Geary. Romani has Shouty. Romani shoots and scores! Spartans are on the board in the second.
Well, turnovers in the neutral zone go both ways. This time the Buckeyes turn it over. Great step up by the defense here. Romani has this puck, looking to pass and trying to find a way through. Broughton Sabo was unable to do so. Finally pulls the trigger by himself. A really nice job by Sabo, taking away that cross crease pass, but Romani did not.
Pickering, Ontario. And there's a shot that forced Eberle to flinch from Daniel Russell. Michigan State trying to strike while the iron's hot. They throw their top line on the ice with Martone waiting in the crease, and he draws a penalty. A tripping penalty has been called. And Martone is on his way to the
Buckeyes. Neutral zone turnover is really stinging both of these teams.
Another scoop save by Augustine on the shot from Ingles up top.
Ryan Gordon hit left, right, and center. Pinball between 3 Spartan defenders. Coach Nightingale goes with
Martone. Martone spins, backhands, and it's deflected by Isley, and Russell with a last-second shot that wasn't particularly close, but Eberle had to play it honestly. And the second period in the bank.
Yeah, the Buckeyes continue to expand their lead, played very sound, cover that margin that they need to come back from in this period.
Top lines on the ice, and Jake Carroll. Ohio State wins the draw. Sam McGinley off the stick of Isley. There's Strackens it forward. There's O'Connell stripped by Ryan Gordon. Isley behind the net, shoots, and a rainbowing puck. Rounding out the Big Ten representation in the top 16.
Wisconsin really was stung by the injury bug early in this year. Losing Morrissey was awfully impactful to their offensive output. He's back now.
McBrayer fans on the wrister and then throws it to the net, and it's a goal for Ohio State. A drive from the blue line, and the Buckeyes go up 5-1, and it's another goal for Jake Carabella.
Well, this all started with the puck getting in low, and then McBrayer stepping in and is able to hold on to this puck, and he walks to the middle, and Carabella's coming out of the corner there, just tips that one home, gets his 11th of the season there. Thompson out front taking the eyes of the netminder away, making it oh so Western Hockey League, as well as a number of other players across Big Ten.
Basgall into traffic, loose in the slot. Romani in the seated position. Owen West at the quarterback position. Van Sagi just off the crease. A shot from Romani gets through to Eberle, and he makes the save.
We talked about Nathan McBrayer stepping in harm's way for his team. Here he is coming out. He has a poor gap situation where he knows he's not going to be able to take this likely in an area he'd prefer, and I love the pop-out play.
McGinley throws it right off O'Connell of Michigan State. On, in deep, and a save made by Augustine on a quick trigger from Trey Augustine. You can count on one hand, literally, the number of times in his career he's given up 5 goals or more. Nielsen tees up Riker Lee, and it's off the post.
Been that kind of night.
On moves it in the direction of Isley. Sturback the takeaway. Lee over the line, and Michigan State blatantly offside. And Nielsen in
The back half, just playing with so much confidence.
Rozzi from the dot behind the net.
Obviously now big time there, challenging.
With that series with the Wolverines. Riley Thompson steers the puck in, loose in the crease, and trapped by Augustine.
And that's exactly, exactly to a point, what scouts would love to see from Riley Thompson time and time again. He's a big body. He's just going to lower, look at his hand. Sturback's trying to, says, you know what, that guy's, I get it, that's a lot of respect.
McBrayer for Rozzi. Pass blocked by Barnhill. Deckhuts
internally the emotions of him. He wants to stay in there and battle.
Backdoor and a big save.
Save there.
On the shot by Rozzi, the pass from Ingalls, and so Augustine can hold his head high, making a couple big saves on a 5-on-3. But Ohio State wins the night, sends a message to the rest of the college hockey world. It's not Michigan State's title just yet. 5-1 the final in the Friday night opener.